Have you ever wondered why some people seem to succeed effortlessly while others struggle for years? What if I told you that what you believe about overnight success might not be the full picture? Today, let us talk about being an outlier. In my opinion, right, an outlier is someone who tries something for the first time and experience sort of like an instant breakthrough. It's almost like a stroke of luck, if we are being honest. And if I were to sort of like check the dictionary now, I'm sure I would find a similar definition. For me, I first came across this word, when I first started creating content on social media. At first, it confused me. But after doing more research, I understood what, the idea behind it was. And whenever I see someone experiencing rapid success, I sort of like used to think, wow, this guy is so lucky, or this person is so lucky. But as I've grown, I've come to the realization, or I've come to realize something which is much more deeper than what I used to think luck or being an outlier was. The question that often comes to my mind is, why haven't I been an outlier? Or in other words, why haven't I been lucky enough to experience instant success? But when I sort of like take a step back and look at different aspects of my life, my career, my work, I realize that I've been an outlier in certain situations. Yet, there are still things that I want to achieve where I haven't seen that sort of like kind of breakthrough. And it's not because I'm not good enough or because I'm doing something wrong. It's simply because it hasn't just happened yet. This is something a lot of people struggle with. You see someone winning, getting recognized, building wealth, growing their audience, and you think, why not me? It's a real thought, and I'm sure you've had it at some point in your life. But here is what I've realized: success isn't a straight road. And for many people, it doesn't even happen overnight. This reminds me of what the Bible says in Ecclesiastes chapter 3, verses 1, that to everything there is a season and a time for every purpose under heaven. Sometimes success hasn't just come because the timing isn't right. Maybe God knows that if certain people were to succeed too soon, they wouldn't be able to handle it. They might sort of like mismanage their resources, lose focus, or even become proud. So instead, God allows them to go through seasons of preparation, seasons that refines them. By the time they finally succeed, they can sort of like look back and appreciate the journey. And then they can remain humble, stay disciplined, and continue to strive forward. And this makes me think of people as well in the Bible who had to wait for their time. Take Joseph, for example. God gave him a dream that he would be great, that he would be a leader. But did it happen immediately? No. Instead, he was sold into slavery, thrown into prison, and had to endure years of hardship before his time sort of like finally came. When he became second in command in Egypt, he was ready for it because of everything he had gone through. Now, imagine if Joseph had given up in the middle of his trials. Imagine if he had thought, maybe I misheard God. Maybe I'll never be successful. He would have never reached the place God had prepared for him. That's something I want us all to think about. I remember a creator here on YouTube who had been making videos for a long time. For years, our total views didn't even reach 1,000. But then one video changed everything. Our entire catalog of video blew up overnight. Now, imagine if she had quit after just a few videos, she wouldn't have, been around to experience that breakthrough. Today, many people look at her and think she's an outlier. But in reality, she had been putting in the work for years behind the scenes. Success is often a result of consistency and not just luck. And this is true for every industry. Athletes, they train for years before they even get, their big moments. Business owners, they invest time, money, and effort even before they start seeing profits. Even artists, musicians, filmmakers who suddenly blow up, as it seems, have usually been grinding for a long time before that moment came. I recently posted a short form video about passion being the key to success. From my experience, the things that I'm passionate about are the things I succeed in. The things I'm not passionate about, they drain me and sort of like frustrate me, and I never strive in them. For example, I have had jobs that didn't excite me at all. I've worked on hard roles, I've worked in hard roles, gave my best, but I was never an outlier in those roles. Meanwhile, I see others thriving in that same role or in that same job because they love what they do. That's when I realized that success isn't just about effort. It is also about alignment. You are more likely to excel in areas that aligns with your passion and purpose. And let me be real with you. There are moments when the lack of immediate success can be discouraging, for sure. When you pour out your heart into something and it seems like nobody cares, it's easy to feel like quitting. But that's exactly when you need to push through, because often that's the test before the breakthrough. Being an outlier doesn't just mean achieving massive success. It means becoming so skilled and dedicated that success becomes inevitable. If you're wondering why you are not an outlier yet, just remember Ecclesiastes 3 verse 11 says, He has made everything beautiful in its time. It's not just your time yet, just trust the process. Instead of focusing on when success will come, focus on what you can do every day to improve. Keep growing, keep refining your craft, and when the time is right, your breakthrough will come. And to everyone else watching from the outside, it will look like you were an outlier all along. So here's my challenge to you. What's that one thing you can commit to working on every day? Even if you don't see instant results, drop a comment below and let's encourage each other on this journey. I hope this encourages you. Keep going, keep building, and trust that in the right season, God will reward the work of your hands.